Here are some scary stories about cannibals that are guaranteed to make your skin crawl. No. 4. The German cannibals. In the early 1900s, there were reports of a mysterious illness spreading across the remote areas of Germany. People were dropping dead without any apparent cause. No one knew what was going on until a doctor named August Berngill made a gruesome discovery. He found that the villagers had been eating the bodies of their loved ones who had died from an unknown disease. They believed that by consuming the remains, they would absorb the strength of the dead person and somehow be cured of the illness. The doctor was horrified, but he kept quiet for fear of being ridiculed. However, when more and more people started dying, he eventually broke down and told the authorities what he had seen. It turned out that the whole thing had started when a young girl died after giving birth. The villagers, desperate to find a way to keep their community alive, had resorted to cannibalism. But instead of curing the illness, it ended up spreading even further, killing even more people. Eventually, the government stepped in and took control of the situation. They buried the dead and offered the villagers counseling, but not before taking some pretty drastic measures. All of the village's pigs and cows were slaughtered and burned so that the villagers would not have anything else to eat. This horrifying story is a reminder of just how far people will go when they believe they have no other options left. No. 3. The Cannibals of New York. When the police raided a Brooklyn apartment in the 1970s, they found something that turned their stomachs. A group of cannibals had been living there, eating the flesh of their friends and family. But what's even more shocking is that they had been doing this for years without anyone noticing. The group was led by a man named Jeffrey Dahmer, who lured his victims into his apartment with promises of food and drink. But once they were inside, he and his friends would beat them, torture them, and ultimately eat them. The police were absolutely disgusted by what they found, and the public was horrified to learn that such a thing could be happening in their midst. The story of the cannibals of New York is a reminder that evil can lurk in the most unexpected places. No. 2. The Cannibal Colony of Siberia. In the early 1990s, a group of cannibals terrorized the small town of Nedelin, Siberia. The leader of the group, a man named Alexander Pichushin, had escaped from a mental hospital and set up shop in the town's abandoned sanatorium. There, he and his followers lured victims into their lair with promises of food and shelter. But once inside, they chained them up and tortured them before finally killing them and eating their flesh. The Siberian cannibals went on a rampage for months, killing dozens of people before they were finally caught. Their leader, Pichushkin, was sentenced to life in prison, but the other members of the colony were never found. To this day, the town of Nedelin is known as the Cannibal Colony of Siberia, and the story serves as a reminder that some horrors are best left in the past. No. 1. The Donner Party. The Donner Party was a group of American pioneers who set out from Illinois in 1846 with the goal of settling in California. But their journey took a horrifying turn when they became trapped in the Sierra Nevada mountains during the winter. With no way to get out, the group was forced to stay in their wagons and eat whatever they could find. When the food supplies eventually ran out, they turned to cannibalism in order to survive. The Donner Party is one of the most well-documented cases of cannibalism in history, and the story has been told and retold countless times in books and films. What makes it so fascinating is that it shows just how far people will go when they are faced with extreme circumstances. The Donner Party didn't want to eat human flesh, but they had no other choice if they wanted to survive. As one member of the party wrote in his diary, "I have just swallowed the heart, liver, and lungs of a human being. God damn this horrible cannibalism." The story of the Donner Party is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope should never be abandoned. Although their story ended in tragedy, the fact that they tried to survive against all odds is truly inspiring. Comment, which of these stories was the most horrifying to you? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like these. See you next time.